I'd love to turn things over now to our awards chair, Dr. Janet Osuch, who will present some of the main awards, and also she will coordinate the student and resident awards. Janet?
Well, I'm thrilled to be here to do one of the most fun parts of this meeting, which is to announce the awards. And it's my privilege to announce first what we call the named awards, which are the Bertha Van Heusen Award, the Women in Science Award, the Lila Wallace Women's Health Award, the Camille Murmad Award, and the Ansi Carter Leadership Award. What I would like to do first is invite all of the awardees, all of you, of the 5 awards that I just named, and the past recipients of these awards to stand over by the piano. And our very able student assistant, Jackie Wan, is going to help you figure out what to do from there. As each of the awards is named, we will ask the 2015 recipient as well as the past recipients to gather on the stage. We will begin by requesting that the recipient and past recipients of the Bertha Van Heusen Award assemble. As they're doing that, I'll tell you a little about the award. The Bertha Van Heusen Award is given annually to a physician who has been an active member of AMWA for at least 5 years and who has demonstrated exceptional leadership and service to the organization. The 2015 recipient is Roberta Gebhardt, DO. Hi, Roberta. Roberta, stand over here if you would. Could the other Bertha Van Heusen Award recipients please just gather by the stage to the right? Thank you, Jackie. That was very nice. Roberta is a board-certified physician in family medicine and assistant clinical professor of family medicine, SUNY at New York. She has been an active AMWA member since 1987, has made tireless and enthusiastic contributions to the organization, and was a member of the AMWA Board of Directors for 2 3-year terms. She currently serves as AMWA's National Secretary and has served as National Program Chair and Membership Vice Chair in the past. She has enthusiastically embraced AMWA's mission with both her heart and soul. She puts 110% of her energy into whatever AMWA project she is assigned. She, along with the late Linda Brodsky, MD, spearheaded the Gender Equity Task Force, which has provided the groundwork for bringing parity to women in medicine. She has presented on topics of concern to women physicians, both at AMWA and elsewhere, in particular, addressing issues of domestic violence and gender relations in medicine. Congratulations. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. So if you would all now come over this way, and I'm going to ask you to come there so you can get your picture taken with Dr. Gebhardt, the past recipients. So, Roberta, you can go that way.
She'll take the one.
Yes, definitely. We have a talk. The Women in Science Award is presented to a female scientist who has made exceptional contributions to medical science, especially in women's health, through her basic and/or clinical research, her publications, and her leaderships in her field. The 2015 recipient is Myra Hurt, PhD. Dr. Hurt is a distinguished researcher, educator, and leader, and is considered the architect of Florida State University's College of Medicine, created in the year 2000. She currently serves as the Senior Associate Dean of Research and Graduate Programs there. She developed the college's clinical research network, which is a statewide collaboration of community-based physicians and faculty researchers who conduct clinical and translational research. She also leads a productive research lab which focuses on cell cycle regulated genes and linkage of their expression patterns to cancer, recently discovering a potential target for cancer treatment. She has received multiple grants and has published innumerable journal articles in peer-reviewed journals. Her scientific accomplishments, as well as her leadership in medical education, has earned her much recognition at both the university and state level. I'd be pleased to present your award. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Dr. Hurt to give 2 minutes for remarks.
Since I'm from the South, I really don't know how long 2 minutes is. It's usually longer than that. I will thank everyone for this award, especially Suzanne Harris, who nominated me. I admire your society and its many achievements. And my family, my husband and my daughter are here, and her boyfriend, to support me. I just want to say, I didn't know about white space, but I think I've lived in it most of my life. I won't give you the background. I grew up in Arkansas. I didn't know there was a box until I was about 23, and it has served me well. I thank my family for that. Thank you.
Please forgive me, I got a little nervous. I need to invite Dr. Gephardt back up to the podium because she has 2 minutes to give some comments too. Sorry, Roberta. I'm forgiven.
Dr. Van Hoosen worked tirelessly for more than 60 years to advance the position of women in medicine. I am especially honored to receive the Bertha Van Hoosen Award on the centennial. I would like to tell you what belonging to AMWA has meant to me. Medical home is all we talk about today, but for me, AMWA has been my professional home. When I was a family practice resident in Kingston, New York, in the late 80s, Dr. Laura Helfman was a locum tenens doc in the ER. She took me under her wing and encouraged me to join AMWA. I've been active in this organization ever since and have been offered many opportunities in my career as a result. I have many mentors in this group, and I feel that when I need advice on anything, professional or personal, you are all just a phone call away. This organization is just as important today as it was 100 years ago. Sure, some things are easier for women physicians, but some things are more complex. AMWA is needed to assure that women physicians are treated fairly in the workplace, that we are offered every opportunity that the men are offered, that we are afforded equal pay for equal work and equal resources as well. I would challenge everyone here to ask not what AMWA can do for you, but what you can do for AMWA. Finally, I would like to thank the awards committee for choosing me. Thank you to Laura Helfman, Kathy Heller, and Janet Friedman for nominating me. Thank you to my husband, Greg, for supporting me in my career and in my life, for raising my 4 beautiful children, and my daughter, Zoanne, who's accompanied me to many of my meetings, including lobbying on the Hill. She's my hero. Thank you to all of my mentors here among you and everyone here. I love you all, and you are beautiful. The stickers, if you didn't get one, they're on top of the boxes in the middle. They're to put on the back of your on your phones, on the back of your cell phones, because you are all beautiful. Thank you.
I apologize and thank Dr. Chin very much for the gentle reminder earlier. Okay, the next award is the Lila Wallace Women's Health Award, which is given annually to that individual whose lifetime achievements, accomplishments, motivations, mentorship, energy, and enthusiasm for women's health care, education, and research reflect the trailblazing achievements and influence in women's health, which were exemplified by our very own Lila Wallace, MD. The 2015 recipient is Janine Clayton, MD. Dr. Clayton is a board-certified ophthalmologist and associate director for research on women's health and director of the Office of Research on Women's Health at the National Institute of Health. Since assuming this role in 2012, Dr. Clayton has strengthened NIH support for research on diseases, disorders, and conditions of women. She's the architect of a trans-NIH initiative to require scientists to take sex into account in preclinical research studies involving animals and cells as well. She, along with Dr. Frances Collins, through an NIH initiative, led a directed effort to advance the careers of women. Thank you so much, all of your efforts.
Thank you. I want to acknowledge and thank the AMWA for this amazing award. Certainly nothing that I was expecting. And I heard something this week, an adage where somebody was telling me a story about hitting a rock against a stone and how you keep hitting the rock with this hammer, and it really takes about 1,000 hits for the rock to shatter, but you don't see that. So you don't know if you're on number 5, number 10, number 50, or number 500. And I kind of feel like I am like, was it 19,900 and close to the 1,000, and I was fortunate and blessed to be able to be at that spot to make that change. But really, it is amazing how much effort it takes to do those things. It comes from a legacy of excellence. So I certainly acknowledge my mentors, my family, and the 5 things that keep me going are faith. Faith for me is first, family, flexibility. Sometimes you don't know what life is going to throw you. Focus. When you're trying to do something, you need to focus really hard on it. And fortitude. You heard about courage earlier. And the motto that I use was told to me by Dr. LaSalle Lafall, the chairman of surgery at Howard when I was in medical school there, which has saved me many, many times from putting my foot in my mouth and doing something I should not do, and it's equanimity under duress. So I wanted to share that with you, equanimity under duress. So thank you very, very much.
The Camille Mermont Award was initiated in 1969 by Josephine Renshaw, MD. This award is given to a non-physician who has rendered exceptional service to the association. It need not be awarded every year, but only when it is justified. The 2015 recipient is Mr. Stuart Culpepper. Thank you. I just asked Mr. Culpepper to remind me to give him 2 minutes to speak. So let me tell you about this wonderful gentleman. Mr. Culpepper is a creative director and producer who is working in all forms of the media. In 2016, he founded the Culpepper-Williams Corporation to create digital experiences that impel successful collaboration and forge a sense of community. Since then, he has partnered with many companies, institutions, and individuals in the healthcare industry to create short films, documentaries, applications, and websites to advance the work of healthcare professionals and enhance the lives of their patients. He is being acknowledged by AMWA today for his production of a series of riveting videos and an interactive website focused on human sex trafficking. Mr. Culpepper.
As a great grandson and grandson of suffragettes and the brother of the youngest manager of a Planned Parenthood clinic ever in the state of Connecticut, it's really, really a profound honor to have the work acknowledged by the American Medical Women's Association. I'm also a devoted husband and partner with my wife, Karen Williams, who is my collaborator. And I'm a proud father of a daughter who, because of the leadership of the women in our family, has not very good at public speaking, a real belief that anything in her life is possible, which she expresses with a wildly different shades of hair color. I would like to thank Eliza Chin for nominating me and her husband, Douglas, for their incredible support of the program. I would also like to thank Dr. Kanani Tichin, whose incredible passion and leadership was the reason the entire program happened. She called me up amidst work that she was doing to research sex trafficking and said, I've got to do something. Do you think we could put together maybe a small video? And I said, well, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to give people an easy catharsis and just think they'd solve the problem? That began a series of discussions, and that has now become an online resource that has been picked up by many other organizations, is now listed as the first resource on the Stanford University Education website for education on sex trafficking in America. And she continues to do work that will make sure that all the young women who are in this desperate cycle and this awful situation will live lives that have the same possibility that my daughter does. Thank you.
The Ann C. Carter Leadership Award is given to a student who demonstrates exceptional leadership skills through vision, inspiration, innovation, and coordination of local projects that further the mission of AMWA. Amanda Z. is the 2015 recipient. Amanda is a fourth-year medical student at the Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine in Rochester, Michigan, a neighbor of mine, I might add. She was the founding president of that school's AMWA branch, recognized with the Heller Outstanding Branch Award for 2 consecutive years. She has worked closely with AMWA's leaders to plan our last 2 annual meetings. She oversaw the revitalization of the social media committee, served as treasurer of the student division, participated in the finance and fundraising committees, and launched a nationwide student division crowdfunding campaign. She is being recognized by AMWA for her outstanding contributions as a student leader in our organization. Thank you so much, Amanda.
First of all, I just wanted to thank Dr. Osach here for doing such a great job with the awards. A lot of other, and all of you for coming out here and making this conference possible, because even with all the planning we do, it's not a meeting without all of you here. I wanted to thank my parents who couldn't make it out here for supporting me throughout all of medical school and Even though they were confused why every night I said I had a conference call, they said, okay, you go do that. I wanted to also thank Sarah Willits, who is my original vice president, who accompanied me 4 years ago to the 97th annual meeting of AMWA. It was the first meeting we ever went to, and that was what started it all. Also, I would like to thank our student division president, incoming President Fatima Fass, for nominating me for 2 consecutive years for this award. And then to all of the AMWA leadership that have continued to inspire me and will continue to inspire me for the next 10 years, I'm sure, and many more years to come. Dr. Eliza Chin, who has been hardworking behind the scenes doing everything. Dr. Rourke Kirchgrave. He deserves. Dr. Farzana Hafizullah. I can't find where she is now. Dr. Nancy Church for working with us on the conference, and everyone else that's here. So just a quick little thing, my only little spiel about what to do moving forward and in terms of leadership, sorry, this is kind of coming out of what I can think of, was just that see every challenge or every failure as an opportunity to learn something from it. I'm finding that this has been really good advice for me for this conference, because every moment we've had a new challenge to face, and we have tried to scale every one of those hurdles. So thank you guys so much, and thank you to AMWA.
At this time, I also want to recognize, the whole organization wants to recognize the contributions of the Heller family. I was told no one was able to be here from the Heller family, but if that's incorrect, please come to the stage. The Heller family has provided exceptional support to AMWA in the form of the Ann-C. Carter Award, the Heller Outstanding Branch Award, and the Jim Heller Travel Grants. The travel grants alone allowed 90 medical students to attend the annual conference in 2014. I'd like you to give a standing ovation to them. We'll report to them they got a standing ovation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mentors are the backbone of the medical profession. Their energy, enthusiasm, and dedication propel those who follow us into esteemed roles of our own. The AMWA Exceptional Mentor Awards were established in September of 2011 in recognition of their efforts. AMWA members may recognize a mentor who has helped develop a career, supported interest, or helped to develop or meet goals. The mentor may be a colleague, advisor, friend, or boss, and the relationship may have been formal or informal. The nominee may not need to be an AMWA member. This year, 6 different physicians were nominated and are recognized. I invite each of you to stand as your name is announced, and to continue standing until all names are announced. And I ask the audience to hold your applause until the last name is called. Although time limits us from reading their biographies, I encourage you to refer to the program to read about these incredible women. In alphabetical order, the 2015 Exceptional Mentor Awards go to Lynn Cleary, MD, Linda Hahn, MD, Suzanne Harrison, MD, Angela Nazarello, MD, Manveen Saluja, MD, and Kathy Schleck, DO. Thank you so much. I would next like to move into the Resident Awards section of the ceremony. This recognizes outstanding residents who are members of our organization. I would like to invite Dr. Vanessa Al Rashida, Dr. Susan Love, and Dr. Eleanor Christensen over to the area by the piano. You will be invited to appear on the stage as your award is announced. Presenting the Resident Awards will be Dr. Vanessa Al-Rashida, who looks just stunning today in her red outfit. And come on up, Vanessa. And Vanessa is the National Secretary of the Resident Division this year, and she has generously agreed to step in for the chair of the Resident Awards Committee, Dr. Dana Bonaminio, who is at the Society for Breast Imaging meeting presenting a paper there. The first two awardees are receiving the newly established Dr. Susan Love Writing Competition Award. So I'd like to invite Dr. Susan Love onto the stage to present the awards. While she's coming forward, I'd like to briefly introduce Dr. Love as one of the first female breast surgeons in the country and one of the most outspoken, visionary, and empowering women leaders in the country. She has influenced innumerable patients through her incredible advocacy efforts, as well as the careers of many of her female colleagues, including mine. Dr. Love.
I'm really grateful for this award being established. This award was newly established by the members of the Resident Division, who thought it was important for women in medicine to have a creative outlet in writing. The award this year was the topic this year was simply women in medicine. And the writers had free rein in terms of how to interpret that and to expand upon it. The first place winner is Dr. Preeti Raghu, a preliminary internal medicine resident at Albany Medical Center, who will be moving on to a radiology residency at Rochester General next year. The second place winner is Dr. Regina Toto, who is a pediatric resident at the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh of UPMC. Both recipients of this award showed a high caliber of writing, creativity, and strength in their pieces of work, and I'm honored to present this award to them. Neither of them could be present today, and so accepting the award on behalf of the two recipients is Vanessa Al-Rashida, who will come on stage to receive it.
Okay, so the next award recipient is actually Dr. Vanessa Al-Rashida. She is receiving the Susan Ivy Courage to Lead Award. Is Susan up here too? Come on up, Susan. This award is given to a resident member of AMWA who demonstrates exceptional leadership skills through vision, inspiration, innovation, and coordination of projects that further the mission of AMWA. Dr. Al-Rashida is an intern in internal medicine at the University of New Mexico School of Medicine. She has led in the creation of the AMWA Nutrition and Fitness Manual and the creation of the Dr. Susan Love Resident Writing Competition in the Residence Division. She currently serves as the resident chair of both the AMWA Diversity and Inclusion section and the Studio Art AMWA Gallery Committee. She led the creation of the Diversity and Inclusion Cultural Cookbook, which I think is for sale, and helped create Studio AMWA, an art gallery where AMWA members and supporters can showcase their artwork. Her main goal will always be to do everything in her power to encourage others to be the best that they can be. Vanessa. Vanessa is now going to announce the other resident awards.
Thank you, Dr. Osuch. My name is is Dr. Vanessa Al-Rashida, and on behalf of our 2014-2015 awards chair, Dr. Dana Bonaminio from Indiana University School of Medicine, it is my great honor to stand here today and present to you the deserving winners of the Eleanor Christensen MD Altruism Award and the Charlotte Edwards McGuire MD, Outstanding Resident Mentor Award. The award winner for the Eleanor Christensen MD Altruism Award this year is Dr. Maria Scooby. This award is given to an AMWA resident member in honor of Dr. Christensen's dedication to the welfare and success of all women physicians in training. Dr. Christensen's work and commitment to AMWA is a celebration of what women can achieve and contribute to others. Dr. Scooby is currently a second-year general surgery resident at the University of Minnesota. When she attended college for her bachelor's degree in nursing, she became involved in medical outreaches to Ecuador. She moved to Ecuador after graduation and volunteered for 1 year, providing medical care to children living at local foundations and teaching public health classes in surrounding villages. Dr. Scooby continues to dedicate time to foreign outreaches, continues to take trips to Ecuador, Papua New Guinea, Uganda, and Zambia. She remains involved in the recruitment and mentoring of medical volunteers in the Ecuadorian Foundation. Excuse me, I'm trying to do this all at the same time. The next award winner of the Charlotte Edwards McGuire MD Outstanding Resident Mentor Award is Dr. Ricky Carroll. This award is given to an AMWA resident member who has demonstrated outstanding mentorship and guidance to AMWA national student members as judged by highest and most active ratings determined by AMWA student evaluations. Dr. Carroll is a third-year general pediatrics resident at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Dr. Ricky is interested in global health and is currently doing a pediatric rotation in Botswana. She is also dedicated to medical education and mentorship and has been involved in mentorship programs during both medical school and residency. And finally, the last Resident Division awards we presented are the Young Women in Science Awards. And at this time, I will pass the microphone back to Dr. Osuch. Thank you so much for your time.
So there are some recipients of the Resident in Science Award, the Young Women in Science Award. They will be announced tomorrow. So we're going to move on now to the Student Awards. So this includes medical and pre-medical students who are an integral part of our organization, and I would like to invite the following meeting participants to gather by the piano. Caitlin Meyer, Katie Kaufman, Julie Ahn, Sarah Kim, Helene Frank, Mira Thakar, Annalise Pelegi, and I'd also like to invite Dr. Eliza Chin and Dr. Suzanne Harrison and Dr. Roberta Gephardt to be present. Presenting the first of the student awards, I'll announce them, but the presenter is Caitlin Mayer, who is the current chair of the AMWA Student Awards Committee. Thank you, Caitlin. The first award is the Heller
exceptional strides in recruitment efforts, service projects, and professional activities over the past year. The branch receives a $250 grant. The recipient this year is the student branch in Northeast Ohio Medical University, a branch new this year that has made great strides in the areas of mentorship, service, education, and the advancement of women in medicine. Accepting the award on behalf of the branch are Julie Ahn and Katie Kaufman, the branch's co-presidents. Congratulations. I'd next like to invite Dr. Eliza Lo-Chin to the stage. The Eliza Lo-Chin Unsung Hero Award was established in 2014 by the Students Division to recognize the student leaders who work behind the scenes for AMWA, as does Dr. Chin. It was named after her, and as she has provided an exceptional amount of mentorship and guidance to student members. Nominations are open to all but the executive leadership of the student division. The first place recipient this year is Mira Thakar. The second place winner is Annalise Pellegrini. And the third recipient is Caitlin Mayer. So we'll have Dr. Chin present her award. Thank you. I would now like to invite Dr. Roberta Gephardt and Dr. Suzanne Harrison to the stage. The Linda Bronsky MD Essay Award was established in 2014 by the Student Division in recognition of the women who have mentored, inspired, and encouraged young students to become physicians and mentees. It was named after Dr. Linda Bronsky, who was a role model and mentor to many. Awards are presented to the students with the most inspiring essays about their mentors. There are three recipients, two of whom are with us. The first place recipient this year is Julie Ahn. The second place recipient can't be with us. Her name is Sarah Long. And the third place recipient this year is Sarah Kim. Dr. Hafizullah, this concludes the awards ceremony.
We still have a little more to go. There are many more tireless leaders and volunteers who have devoted their time and efforts this year. And I wanted to make sure, as my term of office is ending this weekend, that every single member and leader dedicated to serving on a committee gets an Honorable Service Award. So I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until I finish reading quite a few names. But know that if you are on page 27, you're going to receive your certificate from the registration bay. 3 committees will be honored tonight. The board of directors who stuck by me throughout the entire year, been by my side, become members of my family on this journey. They will be receiving their awards tonight. The Preventive Medicine Task Force, who's also tirelessly worked with me to support the National Prevention Strategy, will also be honored at the gala. And we will also have our amazing Dr. Park will also be recognized tonight at the gala. So now, please hold your applause until I stop reading the names. On our Advocacy Committee, Dr. Omega Levin Silva, Dr. Norma Jo Waxman, Dr. Angeline Wong, and Mira Thakar. Our American Women's Hospital Service, Dr. Diani Liu, Dr. Laura Helfman, Dr. Connie Newman, Kimberly Faldetta, and Erica Hisson. On our Archives Committee, Dr. Eleanor Christensen, our amazing Mary Ellen Morrow, and Mary Becker Raisabi. Our Awards Chair, Dr. Osach. Our Branch Chairs, Dr. Maureen Coe and Annalyn Su. Our Breast Cancer Task Force, Dr. Eleni Tusimis, Dr. Nicole Sandhu, and Vanessa Mohammed. Our Centennial Book, Dr. Eliza Chin, Dr. Claudia Morrissey. Diversity and Inclusion, Dr. Neil Agarwal, Dr. Vanessa Al-Rashida, Dr. Safi Hussain, Dr. Laurel Waters, and Dr. Catherine Monji. Our Documentary Task Force, Dr. Clarita Herrera. Our Linda Brodsky Fund Advisory Board, again, Dr. Roberta Gebhardt. Our Faces of AMWA, Dr. Ashley Skaczynski, Dr. Eliza Chin, and Rochelle Wang. Fellowship Program with me, we have Dr. Suzanne Harrison and Dr. Connie Newman. On Finance, Dr. Fateh. On Fundraising, also Dr. Shanaz Fateh, Dr. Diana Galindo, Joanna Kriefel, and Amanda Z. On Gender Equity Task Force, Dr. Roberta Gebhardt, Dr. Shalena Garza, Florence Ju, and Nicole Fergozu. On Global Health, Dr. Padmini Murthy, Ambika Nakasi, and Eliza Feroz. Our Governance Committee, Dr. Laura McCann. On our new editorial board, Dr. Suzanne Harrison, Dr. Connie Newman, and the Literary Arts and Medicine Task Force, Dr. Clarita Herrera. On membership, Dr. Laura McCann, Dr. Teresa Rohr-Kirschgraber, also our president-elect, and Dr. Marissa Orenstein. Mentoring Task Force, we're almost done. Dr. Chemin Tate, Dr. Suzanne Harrison, Dr. Tara Renna, Jackie Wong, our student outgoing president, and Miria Ilyakova. Past President's Council, Dr. Eleanor Christensen, Dr. Clarita Herrera, and Dr. Diana Galindo. Our PATH team, Dr. Suzanne Harrison, Dr. Holly Atkinson, Dr. Kanani Tichin, Yaori Level, Kamal Paladugu, and Megan Raiders. The Preventive Medicine Task Force I mentioned will be honored tonight, but they've done such a great job as well. Akila Gummi, Karam Alawar, Dr. Connie Newman, Dr. Chemin Tate, Dr. Perrin Patel, Victoria Silverman, and Dr. Carlos Polito. On public relations, we have Dr. Lanalia Rabasam, Rebecca Johnson Pavin. Our publications committee, our tireless Dr. to be, Alina Paul, Dr. Diani Liu, Dr. Manmin Saluja, and Sarah Petrona. We do have regional governors for AMWA, Dr. Marlene Kutitar, Dr. Dana Shani, Dr. Robin Fay, Dr. Anne Font, Dr. Stephanie Bond, Dr. Ashini Damodaran, Dr. Pascal Lane, Dr. Kelly Cohen-Fine, and Dr. Gloria Wu. Social media, Cicely and Verity, Cicely Kupuska and Verity Ramirez. Senior physicians, Dr. Sati Gil Keswani and Dr. Eleanor Christensen. Our Sex and Gender Medical Education Summit, Dr. Marjorie Jenkins, Dr. Eliza Chin. Studio AMWA, Dr. Karen Poirier Brode, Dr. Vanessa Al-Rashida, Fatima Faz, and Catherine Coles. Traveling exhibit, Ivana Vianney, Dr. Eliza Chin. On website, Dr. Florence Hazeltine and Denise Liu. AMWA Women Physicians and Board Project, Marnie Siegel and Zane Holt. Program Health, Dr. Kim Templeton and Amaja Tashan. Our program committee has worked tirelessly this year. They will also be honored tonight at the gala. I would love to have a standing ovation for the program committee who worked tirelessly to put this entire centennial program together. Round of applause for all of them. Page 7 of our centennial book, and they will be honored tonight. One other award to present. We have Dr. Helene Bronek, who will present the Young Women in Science Award.
Well, I couldn't agree with Janet more. This is the most fun and really privileged part of the program for me. I know that AMWA does a competition and also the resident oral presentation. What I'd like all of the women to do when I announce your name is simply stand where you are. You can pick up your awards later in Bay 3 of the registration area, and we'll be giving you your certificates tomorrow. Please hold your applause until all the award winners have been announced. Before I announce any names, though, I'd just like to say that in my opinion, every single person who presented a poster or a presentation today is a winner, because you've gained so much by what you've learned, by the process of putting your thoughts together, and by presenting it. So I want to congratulate all of you. The winners in the student division, altogether we had 107 posters. Pretty tremendous effort. In the student division, we divided the posters between original research and case presentations. For case presentations, the third place goes to Irene Sung and Bharati Muthuswamy, and I apologize if I mess up anybody's names, for their pictorial essay, Second Twin or Molar Pregnancy, Progression of a Uterine Mass in Early Pregnancy. Irene and Bharati, would you like to stand? Please hold your applause, because we have quite a few great posters to present. So the second place goes to Brooke Watanabe, Jendai Olabisi,